following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Tom Fury. Good name. You're, of course, Frankenstein. I'll come get you tomorrow night, Fury, and you better be ready to drive, because your life depends on it. Oh yeah, and what's my expected cut of this? $100 million will be your cut. Man, think of all the orgs I could get with that! Yeah. We're all gonna be right cybered. What kind of job is this? Big money. That's all you need to know. This isn't gonna cross Miss Cole, is it? It's her job. Okay then. Right. Let's go. What do you mean, let's go? I mean, I'm going.
Crazy sucker!
Jesus, Tom. I mean, you probably could have built up a little bit more credentials if you said, "Oh wait, I need somebody to drive my other car. Have one of my associates, one of the beautiful bikini women we have here, to drive the other vehicle." And then they realized,
Yes, Tom, I could have driven the cool car.
we could go back. I mean, Harm wants to drive.
No, that would not be good. That would imply I made a mistake.
That car, that is mine.
Stephanie's like, Tom, what the fuck?
I used to be a piece of shit, okay?
I know the feeling, man, but all of your...
I still know nothing's changed in 2 years.
I don't know, man. Your sordid past came in real handy right now.
Nothing really ever changes. You get a couple of guys in low-slung hotmobiles chasing the police around the creek bend. It's just the same as a bunch of super space freaks with junk trucks. You wouldn't think that'd be common ground, but kids are kids. From this time.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, when we turn up with this, how the hell is Roxy going to top this entrance?
I mean, it's not me who's doing the entrance. It's
So they pull up in the garage with the freak truck. And then you guys fly in.
I stand corrected.
I could have driven the cool car. That would have given them something.
Well, if it's...
So are we competing now?
I think that's the spirit
nice
of the
wheels.
thing. Nice entrance.
The gas tank has been damaged and will require repair.
Please fix my car.
I don't do car repairs. Maybe Anne?
Alright. Tom, you'll have to help me with the welding.
Is that smart?
Please, Tom, you just recreationally fired all over the place. I'm sure you'll be fine. I will remain here with a large bottle of water. And a hose. So, whose is this?
Mine! I won it fair and square.
It is Tom's. He won it in a street race.
What?
So
Well,
you're
He gets to street race and you won't even let me turn on the car!
Well, Roxy, we're also... Tom's going to be finding about when he gets a call about his job to win that $100 million paycheck working for Miss Cole.
I'm working for Miss Cole tomorrow night.
So we're going to need this.
Harmony's just like, yeah, we got him with the freaks, love.
You sound like Dexy.
So how'd you guys do with your trucks and
We have a
cars?
truck full of evidence, a whole bunch of money.
Jennifer
in there,
rolls some
and
balls out. Careful, cops, these used to be Freakshow.
Darius?
Jennifer. Holy crap.
No, she didn't do that.
Yeah. Tarius did.
Rice did.
Come, guys, right here. What is this about Tarius owning a casino?
It is not me. It can only be my brother.
Oh, shit!
I must go see him. No! We only just got a warrant for surveillance because we got a name.
Okay, Therese, what about if you're just on the intrusion team so that you get to meet your brother? But
That would be a conflict of interest. That's one of the DMV guys.
maybe...
But if it's me, he won't attack. If he is a bad guy, maybe I can...
Hey, Vegas, guys, I just want to think. You just saw what Darius could do. If his brother can do anything even remotely similar, I would like to have Darius there. Dude's
He
had
does have an apparently greater power than he was tested at.
And dude has had our backs the entire time he's been there. I'm willing to trust him on this one.
Weeks and Peterson come up. Miss Emery,
Yes.
we found things on the computer from the van from back in town. We thought you'd like to know.
Oh, by all means.
We've managed to extract all the information in its GPS system. GPS system is a global positioning system that uses mil-spec satellites. Banks that have military and government accounts are allowed them so that their position of the vehicles can be plotted.
So it's a tracking device.
Yeah. But they also had a universal serial bus drive attached to it, which was logging. It was logging the tracking information so that you shouldn't do it because then someone can just take that and have a complete record of wherever the van goes.
Oh, so it's tracking the info. Okay.
If this might be how they got the information. If someone steals this, they would have all the information.
So that might be...
The one in the van only had that day's data on it, which means it's a new one. Someone in the motor pool that services the vehicles could just pull this if they know what they're doing.
Do you know if the motor pool is common amongst all of the...
They're all serviced by the same place.
Do you know what that place is?
Weeks pulls up. Yeah, we do.
And that is?
You're gonna love this.
Uh-huh, I'm sure I am.
Fleet Service Systems. And it is owned by Co-Real Financing, which, as it turns out, is financed by Cayman Islands Offshore Holding Corporation, which the FBI has traced back to accounts linked to Alice Cole, baby.
But there we go.
Recent purchase.
The evidence is really stacking up, but who's the real mastermind behind all this is still the question. I mean,
Whoever it is would have to be someone powerful enough that Alice Cole, the Destroyer, would listen to.
Indeed.
And
We may never know. But we can stop this operation. If only we knew what they were going to do next.
Well, it's gonna happen tomorrow night.
And you've got an in.
Yup. But my problem is, if this is a similar operation, there'll be very many happening at the same time, and we will only know about one. But it's tomorrow night. Can anyone be warned?
well, Tom, there's that, and there's the fact that just your share is supposed to be $100 million.
Oh,
so-
yeah. I get to keep that, right?
You, of course, do not. That is proceeds of crime.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
I was gonna set up a sweet little body shop and maybe buy a plane to fly. I don't think I could like flying.
I don't think it'd be nice for more of us to get an in before the end of the day, but I don't see that happening.
Well, I mean,
Obviously this car needs a side and a gunner, so I could possibly get 2 other people that are my crew.
Oh, but I definitely don't want you to be going alone on this. That's for damn sure.
Well,
Tom?
Alvin can come wrapped around me again. I'll need the cybernetic augments.
So you can at least hide him as one of you.
If you're willing.
What? Totally, my man. But, I mean, this is an opportunity to show off a girlfriend or two as well, so that's maybe another 2 slots we can fill.
Dex, now,
I'm
correct
not a
me
girl.
if I'm incorrect, but you had some trouble reading the cyborgs inside that building.
Yeah, they seem to have some kind of protection.
And so I have to assume it's the same for any others of their ilk.
Yeah, that would probably be true.
What, like a Tesla cage kind of thing?
A what?
The cage of Look, dude, what is it?
I think he means a Faraday cage.
That one. That's the one. Thank you, my little dude.
Oh, by the way, also, just so you know, there's a good chunk of cops on the take.
Of course there are.
Deliberate, right under Tarius and possibly Alice Cole by extension.
Well, we knew this was a mafia town. There's never been any proof of that. Hasn't there?
So, Roxy, the thing you uncovered, do we need to move a team in on that as well tomorrow?
Oh, we uncovered just sacks full of money in this truck, as well as a really sweet rod that Am wanted to start up, but until it's clean of any bombs or anything.
Well,
yeah, I just meant like the Tarius' brother thing.
There's that. He's apparently the one, and you know how nobody was supposed. You know how our contacts didn't know who was in charge of the casino.
Mr. Doe.
Yeah, Mr. Doe is Mr. Tarius, possibly his brother. And the cops know who's in charge,
They
and they're
acted like
supposed
they
to
had
keep it.
seen me. This cannot be right.
Yeah, I mean they didn't even have a good look at you with just that little strip in the middle of your face, but it was enough.
Excuse me, I must go.
Where must you go?
I have personal business I must attend to. It has been a long morning.
You have to go alone?
Seems to be shift. Do not have to go alone.
But I wouldn't like us to split up, so do you mind taking someone with you?
Okay, but please hurry.
I got homeboys back.
he goes to the toilet.
I ain't following him in there.
Okay.
Does he go to the toilet in a toilet?
Yep.
Okay.
You talking to yourself in there?
Nothing, don't come in.
No, that's too suspicious, man, when you do that. Seriously?
Yes, I am in the toilet, yes.
Okay, but it's quieter, man. That's suspicious as fuck.
I must give the rock proper rights.
Okay.
How anyone could use this for voodoo. You don't have to run on our behalf now. Who's my great friend? Anything that went down here. The owner of George Casino appears to be Tara's brother.
Make us a check.
No. Under the door.
Oh, okay.
But we can't do anything about it. My great friend. We cannot do anything about it, of course. I will have a look around. Great friend, I'm so glad to have found you here. You keep the Wambesi tradition of honor and justice alive. And I hope to bring it to many others. How will I contact you if I find anything? I will contact you. Of course, great friend.
Okay.
There we go. Greatly unburdened.
Who was your friend you were talking to in there?
That is the ghost that So you know about that.
Well, no. Look, you were talking to someone, you tried to sort of pass it off, but
I cannot give away the secrets of our great friend, but we have an ally. That is all I can see.
that's good enough for me. And if he turns out to be that, great. Good to have more friends. If he betrays us, we take him down.
He would never betray us.
If.
It would not happen. It cannot happen. Faith and confidence waking up.
Well, I hope
Well, let
that's
us go
true.
back to the garage. where the cars are kept.
When we walk back in, it's just like Alvin will be like to Roxy. He was
He'll walk
talking
right
to
up to Roxy. I've just spoken with my great friend. I cannot say more than that, but he is going to look at the owner of the casino. He will use ghost magic.
Great friend.
My great friend.
Is this related to why you came to join us? Because it still ain't clear after...
That is unrelated. I came to America with my father after he served as a bearer on safari. It was an opportunity to ride in the Great Gull.
Okay.
I chose to stay when it developed that I have special powers, and there is a way to use those for the protection of others. It is my duty!
Because, okay, we did a 3-week skit, basically. What did we see his powers were during that time we spent together before?
Oh, he cannot miss.
Oh, his spear throws are just always...
Anything he throws or shoots, he cannot miss.
Okay.
But he hates guns.
He hates good, okay.
He can throw guns with deadly precision.
Poor Soviet's face.
Okay, but how has that affected our marksman trainer Bishop? It's just like
Cleric.
Yeah, with the yes, I can teach you bullet dodging.
The only thing that he cannot hit is the cleric.
Oh, so he can't hit the cleric. Interesting.
Been a source of great consternation.
You can't tell me more about this good friend?
I cannot violate that trust, but he is a good friend, a great friend. He will not betray us, as Alvin suspects.
Alvin is always prepared for betrayal.
I mean, I can't help but be...
He has never let the people of the BC down, or even stinking Longo. He is great friend to everyone, the king of the jungle, a great friend.
How do you know he's not a great friend to our enemies then?
He said to me that he would look into these evil things. He is an enemy to evil!
Oh, okay.
Pirates beware. Wicked men tremble in fear.
No, I don't.
He has the strength of 10 tigers.
Okay, so, we got almost done with that fuel there.
It's an interesting mix, very rich. We can get it topped up. I believe I shall go with you.
You want to be, who do
The
you
wi-
want to be with?
The vehicle has a mounted weapon. It is one of your horrible guns. But I am the best shot. I am the only one who can hit what he means to. Which means, if the job involves taking your beast vehicle, your car, and driving it and shooting at people who are guarding money or other things, the only way to make sure they do not get hurt is for me to do the shooting.
I was about to bring up that the idea is to not hit them, but you got to still make it look good, which I imagine you'd be able to do. You can make it look like you're trying to hit them, because who you're going to be shooting at is the good guy.
DMV guy right by the wall. It looked like I was trying to hit him. What the fuck are you doing? Please return
Sorry.
my spear, sir.
He was making a point.
You're not going to put it on me!
Exactly, but he never would have.
Very well, I will go get it.
Well, I was going to suggest Jen, but
I think if we know where we're going to go and he can tell us, if I can set up along the route with my friend, Pat's the big case. I
that's
think
a good idea.
if you can be wired and tell us as much information as they will give you, we can try and stop other things. As it is, it's very nebulous. Something's happening tomorrow night, and the payoff is going to be
Yeah, 'cause
fat.
you won't actually find out until the job's probably already underway.
Of course not. Probably a train heist. I understand there's lots of bullion on trains.
I don't want them to find out. What happens if they find out you got a wire on you?
How are they going to do that? They're Freakshow. They're all tech everywhere.
That's a good point.
All I have to do is look tech. Any metal that shows, oh look, there's tech on you. Of course there is, but dude, I'm wired.
And could you look like you are part metal and part meat? Excellent. You might be another good choice to have. You're a good mechanic.
Well, I was thinking if we bought titanium and harm, it covers the... Tom should feel more comfortable having harm and titanium, being able to do that.
I will need to
Exactly.
get dressed like a punk bitch.
Stephanie,
Who will go
you
shopping
could-
with me?
Stephanie, you could surely help her out with the fashion.
I only know how to look good.
Honestly,
Yeah, you can help her look
honestly,
good as a punk.
I honestly think we should
Actually.
take Tom, because if she really just needs to look like she's with him. So,
Actually, Dex and Dexy, you'd be great for this too, because punk fashion is great for this type of thing.
Oh, well, she'll need to look like she's augmented too. What kind of cyber tech do they have?
it was all clunky bullshit, but the stuff I appeared like on Tom...
Can you
Tom,
show us?
Oh, feels
On-
weird.
Basically, like, Jarvis saying up, so stuff like that. And then it's going to be, oh, what the hell, sunglasses, glowy stripe. You see, you know that movie...
Can we have access to a workbench and get some, like, parts?
I
You
took
might
it-
be able to work some stuff up.
I took inspiration from that Tron thing Roxy picked out for us to watch.
Oh, yeah, Tron. That's really good. Man, they need to make another movie where people get sucked inside of a computer environment. I bet it will be great. Yeah, but they shouldn't make sequels. I don't know why you'd say that. Well, they just shouldn't.
I could stand to watch another.
Right, let's go shopping. How much of a slut do you want to look like? I do not want to look like any kind of slut.
So minimal slut.
I will have to wear much more clothing, will I not? Oh, yeah. Tight leather pants? Or skirt? Gonna be in a vehicle, so pants. And we want some big fat boots.
If they have like a leather interior or something, could you fill them with water?
That would unbalance the vehicle. Yes, spikes, chains, vest thing. You are not cutting my hair. But
No. You have very pretty hair. We would never want to do that. Maybe we could tie it up?
it is tied up.
No, just frizz it out.
What? You're gonna hate this. Let's go to an 80s hair place.
Oh, I've got to watch this.
Welcome to the world of glam mullet.
It's almost like somebody washed a cat and then like blow dried it so it would...
Yes, and the cat floats out of the dryer being only eyeballs and nose and fuzz.
Yeah.
That mouse is a
She's
jerk.
gonna get back and Johnny's just gonna be like, you know, I could have just zapped here.
Nobody laughs.
You look fabulous.
Wait.
You could stand behind the Midnight Twins and I when we're playing and just pretend to play an instrument. You fit right in.
I don't know, there's something about that leather vest that really accentuates that your arms are ridiculous.
I know, the pythons, right?
Ah, yes. I understand.
Well, at least one of those is going to be
We
covered
should
up
acquire some.
with something that looks like metal, right?
But it's going to take them longer to work their technological things. So what are our actual plans for trying to get into place to... Do we want to prevent this?
Well, you're wondering if we want to actually let it...
Pull it off, find out where it's all going, and then, like, spring a thing, and then we can return it to the owners afterwards if we don't fuck up.
If we don't... That's a good point. If we actually let this play out, then we might find out more information in the long run.
Okay, my 2 cents are... ideally, if no one's going to get really hurt, which we don't know what the plan is, we want it to happen. Contingency side, we might want to wind up preventing it so we don't, we're government agents. There's things we can allow and things we can't allow to happen. So maybe we could find out what route they're going to take, chopper Jen out fast enough to set up, to stop it if we need to stop it, but otherwise...
Kitchwa, do you think you could shoot... I mean, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but do you think you could shoot efficiently enough to take out as many of the good guys, if you know what I mean, but just disable them without hurting them to make this as quick and easy as possible? Like, could you target them all in such a way that...
I do not know what will disable them and leave them all right, but if you tell me and show me, I have never missed anything I have thrown at. Except that one man who moves very peculiarly.
Well, for example, if you shoot out a vehicle's wheels, it will largely, in most cases, just disable the vehicle without hurting the occupants.
I can do that. It is like cutting the legs out from a buffalo.
So if you can do that as much as you can on as many targets as possible, and you can make the thing go as smoothly as possible from a low casualties point of view, then...
I understand what you mean.
Roxy, I'd just like to point out that the only survivors we've seen at these incidents tended to be butchered pretty remarkably.
That is true. Depends if they... we don't know enough about this whole thing. That's the problem.
Why don't you just load the weapon with some kind of stun bullet so you can shoot people and just knock them out, like an anti-mutant taser round? They work on people.
And it would disable the vehicle?
No, but if you're shooting people with it, then it would look like you shot them and killed them, but they'd just be lying there.
You just have to do it faster than any of the actual... Because I assume there's going to be more than just you on this job, Tom. Like,
One must assume.
I mean, you're going to be one of, 3 or 4? And there's going to be other ones throughout the city, possibly?
What concerns me, says Lexium, is that they're using mounted weapon vehicle junkers instead of the fast cars like before, which tells me that this is a different kind of job than the one before. They want weapons. And I don't know if you've checked out that weapon, but the bore is fairly large. It looks like a .50 caliber.
So they're hunting big game.
Big game. Armor-piercing style things. Has anyone here actually ever seen a .50 caliber round? Jennifer's like, yes, they look like this.
Johnny, we haven't had access to our terminals or anything. Is there anything in the news about government sending in convoy to resupply?
Pulls that tablet. I'll check.
Because, say if there's a train coming in, or
tanks.
Military no, there's nothing in our news feed.
Military grade stuff.
Nothing in the news feed.
Is that the local news feed, or are you looking through DMV?
I'm just accessing my terminal.
No.
Nothing from Terradinos being sent here.
I'll ask. Diane. Lexian again. No, don't bother him. Look, we're not moving anything into the Vegas area, are we? Like, tomorrow? Well, you can tell me. Oh no, it's just because we've got a training op planned and I don't want to disrupt anything. Oh, that'll be great, thanks. You're amazing, Diane. Oh no, that's great news. We're not gonna... That's great. So we can just go ahead. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Diane. Oh, and pass my good wishes on to Joe. Thank you. Nothing.
So they're going after big game. Something...
Why don't you call your mother? She's a colonel. She might know about the military doing something quiet. I should have rolled for that, but it would occur to someone. Come on, I called Diane. I lied to my father's secretary. That's a sacred trust.
I'll make a call. Give me a moment.
You go over to a payphone.
Well, I'd check with my people, but, all of this firepower to take out a couple of guys moving $500 worth of weed.
Vauxhall.
Hey, I'd like to talk to Colonel Emery, thanks.
One moment. Bioscience?
Is Colonel Emery there?
Oh, yes, she just came in. Who may I say is calling?
Roxanne Emery, her daughter.
How did you get this number?
Because I'm a daughter.
There will be questions.
I called the main military, the standard number, and they transferred me through.
This is a severe breach of protocol. You will all be put on report. One moment. Colonel Emery, who the hell is this?
It's Roxanne.
Roxanne, how did you get this number?
I was transferred through, and I called the normal.
Oh, someone's ass is grass.
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
No, someone should not have transferred you.
So I'm trying to make this. I'll try to make this quick and not interrupt too much. Do you know of any military ops of any major nature happening?
You know I can't tell you that.